So check it out, our Oi Celia and Blind Lemon Jefferson exit ticket telling how these two musicians are different. We had 10 people get all 6 points on this answer, which is really excellent. 4 people were in the 4 range. When we were comparing about narwhals and okapi, we were all in the 5 or 6 range. So when we start contrasting or telling differences, that's when some of the scores start to drop off. So I want to show you some of my favorite wrongs so that we can talk about how we can get these 4 people up into the 6 range. So when I look at the answers, some of my favorite wrongs looked like this one. I really loved it because I know that they have all 4 parts. I can see sentence endings with a period. Let's read it. Based on what I know, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. The passage states Celia Cruz sang salsa and Blind Lemon Jefferson sang blues. According to the passage, Blind Lemon Jefferson was blind and Celia Cruz could see. This proves, based on what I know, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. I'm guessing that you probably caught on to the first sentence and the last sentence here. Based on what I know, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. What? Based on what you know, these people are what? Are they alike? Are they different? This author never told me. And so while it was one of my favorites, they had excellent text evidence. They had really great sentence starters like based on what I know. The passage states, I loved that part. They had 4 very clear sentences. Their restate and their wrap up did not actually answer the question. They didn't tell me that Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson are different. So I couldn't give them all their points because they didn't actually answer the question. I loved it, but it wasn't quite right. Another answer that was pretty close, it says, there are different between the musicians Celia and Jefferson. Well, I would have liked for them to put differences instead of different, but typos happen, so I'm going to keep reading. There are differences between the musicians Celia and Jefferson. In the text, La Reina Celia, when I hear you, I hear la salsa. Wow, these words are right from the text. That is why it's one of my favorites. They use the author's words, genius. Which means Celia and Jefferson have the feeling of music, so they are different. The only part I would change about this is they never told me what Jefferson's was. If they told me that Celia's was salsa and even used some Spanish words, then I do have to expect them to tell me what kind of music Jefferson played. How do I know it's different? How do I know it's different if I don't know what his type of music is? A way I could change that to make it better is say, in the text, La Reina Celia, when I hear you, I hear la salsa, which means Celia plays salsa and Jefferson plays blues, so they have a different feeling to their music. In the text, it said Jefferson is blind, which means the musicians are different. Is Celia blind? I don't know. They didn't say anything about Celia in this second backup detail, only Jefferson. So I'm not sure if they're different there or not. The wrap-up sentence, this proves there are differences between the musicians Celia and Jefferson. So in each back-it-up detail, I really wish they would have talked about both musicians in the first back-it-up and both musicians in the second back-it-up. That would have made their answer really clear, and I could have given them full credit. They did get 4 points. They're not totally wrong, but there were things that needed to be different. The last one, this is one of my very favorite answers of all of them. It says, based on the 2 texts, there are differences between the musicians, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. Whoa, I'm going to go back and read that first sentence again. They had the proper nouns capitalized. They had excellent sentence starters. They had an ending mark. Genius. Based on the 2 texts, there are differences between the musicians, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. I mean, did a person in college write this? The text says, Celia Cruz sang fast music, and Blind Lemon Jefferson sang slow music. The text also states Celia Cruz can see when she plays her music, but Blind Lemon Jefferson cannot see when he's playing. This proves that based on the 2 texts, there are differences between the musicians, Celia Cruz and Blind Lemon Jefferson. This one just knocked my socks off. It was really great. It was my favorite correct answer. So I want you to make sure you have time today to look at your answer and my feedback before starting to work today. Good luck!